Hello and welcome to part 2 of my rather peculiar review of this year's space epic, Dune, in which I'll be discussing 3 things I didn't really like from an artistic standpoint. If you haven't already seen part 1 where I talk about 3 things I really enjoyed, then I suggest doing so, especially as I'll be referencing certain things I already said. Also, be aware that there is a part 3 coming out shortly after this video that'll discuss the ways in which Dune did some things that no movie really should. But for now, our focus is turned more towards the artistic. Though before we can get around to doing that, I just need to give a content warning for the following topic: colonialism. Also, spoiler warning, not just for the movie, but for the books as well. So you have been warned. If you like our work and appreciate the research put into each video, please consider supporting the channel via Patreon. You can also support us by liking, commenting, and sharing our work on social media like Twitter, Reddit, and Discord. So that out of the way, let's discuss a number of issues I take with the film, starting with the way in which the various armor designs can be a little difficult to tell apart. This is a point made with one scene in particular coming to mind, and that is the Sardaukar ambush as the Harkonnen storm the Atreides palace. Due to the darkness, the white armor of the Sardaukar and the grey armor of the Atreides became very difficult to tell apart, to the point that I thought these were Atreides reinforcements. Watching things again, I did see that the ship dropping the Sardaukar was the ram head ship of the Harkonnen, but the fact is, nowhere had the movie made clear that only the Harkonnen forces use this design. In fact, I just assumed that to be the case in referring to it as a ram head ship. So it really was confusing until one of the Atreides decided to yell out, "Sardaukar!" Oh, thanks mate. Though it kinda makes me wonder whether the director noticed the problem during shooting, so chose to have one of the actors on set yell this out, rather than try changing the lighting or redesigning the entire Sardaukar faction. It also didn't help that the Sardaukar was shown earlier, in brighter lighting I must add, and yet they appeared to have darker armor than they did in the night scene. Yes, they're in the shadow here, but they still appear brighter at night, so yeah, no idea what's going on there. There was also another scene in which I had a similar problem, this time a prophecy sequence in which the Fremen, led by Paul, can be seen ambushing the Sardaukar. And the moment they clash, it's not really clear who is on which side, which is fine for a prophecy sequence, but really needs to be sorted before the second part. Also, what's going on here? I do think this whole issue stems from the need to modernize a lot of the older designs. Like, I can respect that, and I just want to be clear, I am not after the puffy pantaloons of the 2000 miniseries Sardaukar, but I feel like a lot of the character has been drained from these forces. This is spaced feudalism where ranged weapons have largely been made obsolete with the invention of personal shields. With the exception of the Fremen who rely on stealth, the forces should have bright colours. The Atreides green, the Harkonnen red, the Imperial gold. All of these are signifiers that could have been used to help not just first-time viewers, but even people who have been fans of the universe for decades. The darkness in the palace scene really bleeds the colours together, resulting in it suffering the same problem as the Long Night episode from the final season of Game of Thrones, and that makes what should be an impactful scene more confusing than anything else. Though I guess that may have been what the director was going for, and if so, consider me very confused. The next point I need to criticise is the underdevelopment of Dr. Yue's character and the plot holes it inevitably resulted in. I really hope you enjoyed this preview of the full video hosted on my personal channel, Ethel Thurston. To continue watching from where you'd reached, click the timestamp link at the top of the video description. Since it's a new channel, there's no ads, nothing, so this is the last interruption you have to worry about. I just felt like this was the best way to make some money from my work, which goes to putting food on the table, whilst also alerting you to my new channel. So yeah, be sure to head over there and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I've already got a few more things in the work as well. And if you're someone who has subscribed to my past ventures and is wondering what has happened to them, this should be my last attempt, and I'll explain why. Most of my other side projects have been very hyper-focused, meaning that when I wanted to do something new, I felt like I had to start a whole new channel. This one is as generic as it can be. It's just a channel for me to post stuff I felt the need to make in the moment. No promise, no obligations. I've just been stuck in a creative rut, and I feel that a channel that's effectively a sketchbook for me to do stuff I wouldn't do on this channel would really help that. So yeah, thanks for being patient with me, and I hope you have a wonderful day.